Well, good morning, everyone. And once again, welcome to another another week. Hope you're having a great start to your day. And we'll just wait for a moment or two for folks to come on and say hi. Wendy, good morning to you. Holly, good morning. Rosalinda from Niagara Falls. Patty. And you guys are great. Nativity, good morning. And John from Elgin, Illinois. Maria, good morning. Nick from our staff, good morning to you. Carrie from Nebraska. Terry, and Terry. Terry, good morning. Zian, good morning to you. Another Wendy. Hello, Wendy. Janet. Yolande. Good morning. Jeanette from our staff. Lori from Niagara Falls. Connie and Jordan. Good morning, Jordan. Nice to have you on with us. Sue from Manitoulin, I think. Joe. Mila from Tirana. Julie Sturgeon. Good morning, Julie. And Maria's from Oshawa. Douglas, Micheline, Jeanette, Mary, Donna. Good morning, Donna. From Bell Valley. Catherine, Springdale, Newfoundland. We love you, Newfoundland. Roma. How are you, Roma? Annette, Nina, Roland, a Roland and a Yolande this morning. Fran, Connie, and guys, Kathy from Texas. Well, we love you, Kathy from Texas. Dan, good morning. Karen from Muskoka. And Lise and Deborah, Syracuse, New York. Welcome. Vince, good morning to you. Leanne, Kitchener. Jimmy from Brampton. Sandy. Okay, let's get going. And Wanda, I'm going to end it right there. Melbourne, Quebec, and I don't want to miss anyone, but let's get going, and we love you guys so much. Thank you for joining in. I'm going to make a blanket statement this morning because of this study that came out. I flagged it, and I want to read the results to you, but I'm going to make a blanket statement first of all. What is the king of all foods? You guys know this, but we are going to say it again. What is the king of all foods? Protein. Protein. The king. The king of all foods. Now, this study came out. I saw it on the weekend and I flagged it. Here it is. This study was done 90 overweight people, obese, overweight, and they tried several types of diets with them, 1 month at a time, and the one they found the most effective was what? The high protein diet. Here's what they found in the high protein diet. Increase in strength, a decrease in fat mass, a decrease in liver fat, an increase in lean mass. 4 things they found in this study compared to all the other macros, even low carbing. This beat low carbs. And so people ask me all the time about a keto diet. I'm not against it. Ketosis is when your body is burning fat instead of carbs. Of course it's good for you. But the best diet is protein. Protein, 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 protein. Protein is the king of all foods. I watched a commercial last night. I was watching Sunday Night Football because my beloved Steelers were playing. And there was a commercial, and it was on oatmeal. And what I felt like saying, let me rewrite that commercial. Never eat oatmeal. Never eat oatmeal. Not even steel cut oatmeal. Don't eat it. It is one of the worst foods you can eat. You want to elevate your blood sugar? Eat oatmeal. You want to crash your blood sugar right after you eat it so it'll go up? What goes up must come down. You want hypoglycemia? Eat oatmeal. Oh, Dr. Martin's got a heart on the box. I know. If you insist on eating it, you're going to have a heart attack. The best thing for your heart is not oatmeal. It's not fiber. That was brought to you by Quaker Oats. They lied and people died. It's not true. It's not true. What is true is protein. So when you have your bacon and eggs in the morning, listen, you don't have to have breakfast. You know that, eh? You don't. But if you're going to start your day, please have coffee. Okay? Have your vitamin C, of course. But please, protein. There's nothing that will stabilize your blood sugar like protein. Protein is fabulous for the heart. Much more than fiber is. You see, fiber will lower your cholesterol. Why is that good for you? Well, it's not. Why do you want to lower your cholesterol? Oh, fiber will suck up your cholesterol in your gut. So, why do you want to lower cholesterol? Cholesterol is not the boogeyman. You don't want to lower your cholesterol. You want to elevate your cholesterol. What you want to lower is your triglycerides. And what did they just say in this study? When you read about liver fat, you're reading about triglycerides because that's where triglycerides are made, in your liver. And triglycerides, 3 fat balls that is made from sugars and carbohydrates, they are the ones that are dangerous for your heart. So when you're eating protein, you're emptying your liver. Nobody got sick eating protein. It's not hard on your kidneys like they tell you it is. Oh, Dr. Martin, I got to watch my kidneys. I'm eating too much protein. No, you're not. Can I make a blanket statement? The vast majority of women in North America, and it's one of the reasons their thyroid doesn't work properly. Your thyroid is your metabolism. Your thyroid is the, like the orchestra leader in a band. Okay? And it regulates your body temperature. And, we always talk about thyroid. It never acts on its own. It's always like a puppet. But I tell you, your thyroid does not work properly without protein. Protein is the king. It's the king of the castle. You need protein, protein, protein. And ladies, and I know you guys get it, your body does well. Your body thrives on protein. And in nature, the way God made food, think about it. Think about it. When you eat steak, you know me and red meat. Not only is that got the highest source of B12 and heme iron and taurine and L-arginine and all the amino acids, and it's nature's perfect food. Okay? But you notice, in nature, what does God do? He gives it to you with fat and no carbs. So protein and fat never, ever make you fat. And that's what this study was saying. It sort of shocked the authors. They were, well, you know what, protein can't be that good for you. And, you know, isn't it better to be, you know, calories? It's got nothing to do with calories. It's got nothing to do with calories. It's got to do with fuel. And I always tell people, look, do you want a healthy brain? Protein. You want a healthy heart? Protein. You want a healthy thyroid? Protein. You want a healthy gut? Protein. Yeah, gut. Why do you think for 30 days on the reset, I don't want no fiber? Dr. Martin, no fiber. What's going to happen to me? Are you going to be reading my name in the obituaries because you put me on a no fiber diet? Nope. You're actually helping your gut. Why do you think I love bone broth? Collagen protein. Why do you think I like that? It's got those amino acids like L-glutamine that heals your gut. The vast majority of people that have an irritated gut, they're carboholics and they're fiberholics. My name is Tony and I'm a fiberholic. I insist on starting my day with oatmeal. Ooh. All brand, like all brand. Ooh, you want to see me steam coming out my ears? Is when patients used to come in to me and say, start my day with oatmeal or all brand. Oh, it's amazing. My generation, my parents' generation, man, they bought it. They bought that lie like nobody's business. Protein. It's the king of the castle. In nature, in its perfect foods, are eggs, high in protein, high in fat. Meat, high in protein, high in fat. That's why, ladies, when you insist on eating chicken, chicken's a good source of protein. You're not going to hear me scream. I got no problem. Now, red meat is better, but if you insist on eating chicken, would you make sure that you eat the skin? Yeah. Eat the skin. Because you want it in the way it was made in nature. Fat and protein equals good health. But protein's at number one. It's number one for your brain. It's number one for your heart. It's because it lowers your triglycerides. And when you're eating protein from eggs, meat, and cheese, when you lower triglycerides, your HDL goes up. A lot of people send me their blood work, and they're upside down. That's what I write it back to them. Okay? Through my staff, I write it back. They're upside down. What's happening? Well, their triglycerides are high and their HDL is low. And that all starts in the liver. Your liver thrives on protein. Because your liver, the Costco parking lot, empties itself when you eat protein. You can fast. We've been talking about fasting, and people have asked me, and Jordan, who is writing her thesis right now, and as a graduate student, and I'm very proud of her. She knows the Martin Clinic, we like intermittent fasting. I like fasting, first of all, without fasting, because when your body, you put the right fuel in your body, the byproduct of that is very low. What do I mean by that? Well, your manufacturing plant is using such good fuel that you don't get a lot of debris. This is when you go and have a huge stool, okay? I don't want to gross you out this morning. People who insist on huge stools as if they're going to win a prize because they go to the toilet and look at that. But you see, what protein, because protein in nature, in fat, protein and fat, when your body gets that at the cellular level, it doesn't have a lot of waste to it. Your body says, look at that beautiful fuel. It's coming in, and every organ in my body appreciates it. Every cell in my body appreciates it. Now, guys, I know that's going against the grain of what we've been taught. I know. Guys, I took, to get my PhD in nutrition, I had to take the history of food. I had to study macros and micros and you name it, and calories. I learned all the old stuff too, But I had it debunked in my head way before. Because you got to remember, guys like Atkins, who were vilified in the 1970s, they were vilified. Oh, you're going to kill yourself with all that cholesterol. They said, no, it's the opposite. But I understood all that. I looked behind the scenes. And today, you can see it, guys. I want you to be sort of media detectives. Because they have, a narrative. You can't go against it. I'm going to bring you tomorrow a new study on vitamin D. But I know I'm not a pessimist by any stretch of the imagination. But I understand how the world operates. You guys understand how the world operates. And, they have a narrative. And I've been telling you this for years. This whole thing about the climate is really, think about it. It's not about the climate, guys. It's about people that want to get rid of animal products and they need an excuse. They need an excuse, from cow farts to you name it. Okay, meat, that gives you cholesterol and that gives you heart disease, and we need to cut back, and you need to eat our meatless burgers, and ooh. But guys, look behind the scenes. That's all I'm telling you. God gave you a brain, use it. You'd study it. But I see the world, how it operates, and I go, it doesn't surprise me. They lie through their teeth, and you better follow their narrative. Isn't it amazing? We're over 18 months, I believe, into this whole crisis. And does anybody talk about your immune system? Does anybody? It's almost like you're a human being and you don't have an immune system. You want to see my head explode? Nobody talks about it. You know? Like we've never had a virus before. Oh, gee. But it's a narrative, and I understand it. And people walk around, I've never seen anything like it. Scared, skinny. Well, they're not skinny. And the people that are not skinny, you know what, let me not even say it. But they're scared. Fear. It drives things. And you wouldn't believe how many people, even in a week, that I answer, because they're trying to reinforce, and I understand it's not them, it's the system. Doc, are you sure it's good for my heart to eat this much protein and fat? Are you sure? My doctor said no. That can't be good for you. Well, how much nutrition did they take? 5 minutes in medical school? It's the mantra. It's the narrative. It's hard to change that in people. That's why I insist on going behind the scenes. I want to show you. It's not calories, guys. In weight loss, it's not calories. You know, I mentioned this the other day, Dr. Bernstein. Clinics all over North America. What is it, 600 calories a day? And B12 shots. I love B12. I do. You know that. I got no problem with B12 shots. I think it's better to take B12 on a daily basis. But one thing I agree with Dr. Bernstein is B12. He loves it. It's very good for your metabolism. I agree. But 600 calories? Well, okay. Yeah, I guess you'll lose some weight. But is it sustained? Is it actually good for your body? See, this recent study is saying, no, it's not. Because it's not calories. It's not eat less. You know, this is the last 80 years. And really emphasized in the last 50 years. Eat less and move more. Eat less and move more. How many millions and millions and millions of people have tried what I call yo-yo dieting? Eat less and move more. If I go to a gym and I see a woman on a treadmill, I want to stop them. Push the button, stop. Are you doing this for weight loss? Because it don't work. Starving yourself. You wouldn't believe how many, thousands and thousands of patients came into the office. And women, it wasn't always women, but mostly women, trying to lose weight. And they actually ate like mice. Small little wee meals a day, just chomping on. And every time I used to see a nut and seed, here was my little talk I gave them. You're eating seeds? That's what squirrels do to get fat. You're eating nuts? That's what squirrels do. Don't do that. You're living on fruit? Well, that's what bears do. Bears need a lot of fructose so that they get fat so they can hibernate for 6 months. They're going to sleep for 6 months. If you're going to sleep for 6 months, then eat lots of fruit, okay? Like fruit are God's candies. You're not meant to live on them. They were made for you to have a little snack. And I mean a little one, and not often, especially in this day and age. You're not meant to live on bananas. An apple a day will not keep the doctor away. Okay? I'm not saying it's not good, okay? They taste good. I'd live on bananas if I could, okay? I used to tell my grandchildren, that's why Grandpa has long arms, because I love bananas. But I don't live on them. I can't. And neither can you. Now, give a banana to a kid, much better than giving them a chocolate bar, even though you're giving them 49 M&Ms. Oh. But you know what I'm saying? Protein is king. Protein is king. It's the king of the castle. And fiber is the dirty rascal. And you guys know that now. Well, you've known it for a long time. Okay? This study, by the way, was published in PubMed. Protein is king. Guys, one of the things you want to do, and I emphasize this a lot, is you want to have big bins. What do I mean by that? Muscle. Because then you have more place to store sugar. When you got no muscle, you got no muscle mass, you got small bins. I don't care, you can be bigger, but still have small muscle mass. You want muscle mass because those are bins to put sugar in. Because what you want is muscles, I mean, not only for your osteoporosis, strong muscles, strong bones, strong muscles, strong brain. There's a direct correlation. But the more muscle mass you have, the better it is on your liver. Because insulin will take glucose and store it as glycogen in your muscles. But if your muscles don't have a lot of room unless you make them bigger. Otherwise, what happens is insulin turns to the liver and fills the liver. And once the liver is full, it just makes fat cell after fat cell after fat cell. And by the way, you can be skinny as a rake and very unhealthy because you can have fat around your organs and you have no idea that it's even there. You don't even know it's there. You don't know. You can be skinny and have fatty liver. You don't even know it's there. And this is why I love looking at blood work, because triglycerides don't lie. They don't. They tell the truth. your HDL. That doesn't lie, it tells the truth about the status of your liver. And that'll happen way before you get fatty liver, because fatty liver, the only way they really know you have fatty liver as far as medicine is concerned is when they do an ultrasound. And let's face it, 90% of the population, 90% of the population, they never have an ultrasound on their liver. You don't want to wait for that. Protein is king. You can't go wrong. It's not calories. You can't go wrong with protein, because protein is your king of the castle when it comes to food. Metabolically, it's what your body wants. And like I say, in nature, the way God made food, it's got a healthy portion of fat to it. When you go to the grocery store, you'll find this even cheaper, by the way. You'll find this cheaper. Look for a cut of meat that's got a lot of fat on it. And usually it's a cheaper, in this day and age where you got to mortgage your house when you go to the grocery store. Oh, don't get me started on that. Right? But I'm just telling you, fat, and eat it. And then put lots of butter on it. Lots of butter on it. And cheese. Nature's perfect foods. Eggs, meat, and cheese. I wonder if you'll ever talk about something different. Probably not. Probably not. Okay. We're going to do a study on vitamin D tomorrow. Every day, it seems. Every day, 7 days a week. I get a new study on vitamin D. We'll talk about that tomorrow. New one out. You'll like it. I guarantee it. Okay? You'll like it. Okay. So, American Thanksgiving this week, right? Thursday. To all my American friends, we're going to be live. So if you get up and you're on holidays in the United States, we'll be on live Thursday. Okay? And we'll wish you a happy Thanksgiving right there and then. So make sure you come on. Friday, question and answer Friday. Okay? And so send in your questions. We love those questions. So, and if you're not a member of the Martin Clinic private Facebook group, you make sure you join that. Okay? I posted in there twice yesterday. I don't do it every day. I should. It's just a habit. I got so many things I'd love to post. Okay? I don't think of it. But it's great. It's time to get your reset book. The #1 selling book in Canada. You need to get it for Christmas, for your friends and family. Okay? We're still pumping that book out. Thanks to you guys. We appreciate that very, very, very much. Thank you. Okay? We love you guys, and we'll talk to you soon.